you can call me Rae.
You can call me Jay.
And if you can't tell, this is my dad. Do we look alike? Do I get the bone? Well, my face is a little rounder lately. But.
And my blonde has gone away.
Yes. So we are in Jay's auto body shop, aka your garage.
Yes.
To fix the 2 dents that
a pole came out and jumped on your car.
Yes, yes. Well, it was
I hear that a lot.
It was a construction, one of the big cones in Florida.
Oh.
Where they like, yeah. Anyway, so that jumped out of nowhere and dented this fender. I don't think we even talked about that on any of the videos because we were pretty embarrassed about it. So now you know. And then on the other side, from our second week on the road, which was now over a year and a half ago, that was from week 2 where Jason backed up the truck into the kingpin of our trailer. So we're gonna get that fixed too. But I thought it would be really interesting to film this process because you are very knowledgeable. You've been doing auto body work for how long now?
At least 15 years before you were born.
Okay, so a long time.
Yeah,
long time.
because
Yeah.
she's getting older.
What?
I saw her 30th birthday up there in Canada.
Yes. Yeah, that's how I just communicate with my dad now, is you just watch our videos.
I get to watch the videos, so I know all about what she's doing, but I forget that communication should be a two-way street.
Yes. All right, so we're gonna start on the dent that was caused from the traffic cone in Florida, and we're taking off the, I already forgot, wheel trim.
Yeah.
We're taking off the wheel opening trim, so let's start there.
And or molding.
And or molding.
Okay. Yeah, you don't want to just up and start where it's the hardest because you'll wind up with like a new kink. So if you kind of unfold it from the gentle part of the dent and work your way this way, it kind of undoes this one as you're undoing that.
Okay.
So.
It's exactly the opposite of how I would do it.
I know most people, where's the biggest hole?
Yep.
You know? And then you wind up kinking it in 2 spots. Then.
That's
Sounds
why
about right.
we're having my dad do this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, a whole bunch of this, man.
I wanted to sneak under here and show you what my dad is actually working with and hammering out. So we just removed the gas filler tubes. Okay, oh, he's showing you. He's already showing it. Okay, hold on. Start over. Oh, yeah. You already, okay. So that's the gas tank hole. Oh, geez. Okay.
Trying to, you know, get here, you take the lesser one out, and then so you don't kink this. See how that one relieves?
Yeah.
Rather than kinking it. Okay. We're still in here, so. We'll work this one up from the bottom. So we still have a kink here.
Oh, I see it. Okay.
But that one will, I can maybe use something soft to take it out.
Okay.
Hold this out from the inside, see, and then press this. We can get most of this kink out too. Now, we have a selection of dollies
Okay.
and hammers. And
These are dollies?
well, this is kind of a dolly. It's a spoon.
This is a dolly?
That's a dolly.
Okay.
And that's the dolly. One of my favorite ones is this one, and you gotta, because it's got a handle, right?
And this is
This is-
for smoothing out.
You can mash the panel out with these, and then you need to hold the panel stable when you do use a hammer on it. So, and the hammers are, this little boy has been my workhorse for 30 years, but I just found on eBay, I love eBay. I love Amazon, but I love eBay.
Oh my goodness.
I found a nice snap-on hammer replaceable.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, when you're doing real. Yeah, that's a broad pick hammer. But snap-on has this curve just right on both sides with a slight flat in the middle. I've ground this one to be that way in the past, but
Interesting. All right.
let's see if we can get in here. I'll let you clean the rest of it off with the goo
Okay. Oh, Goo Gone?
gun.
Okay.
That looks pretty good. I feel that it's low there. Lip's good there. But I was pounding this up. So out and this in.
Okay.
To that next. That's what I believe my.
All right. So I'm not going to film the whole pounding out process, but I have been tasked with taking this off with Goo Gone. So I think I can handle that.
Yeah. My theory on doing body work is to get the metal back into the position it was when it was pressed at the factory, and I have the theory that the metal wants to go back to the position it was pressed in the factory. So you just have to help it get there.
Why is that your theory? But why do you think the metal wants?
Well, because
Yeah.
it was pressed there, and you know it has this original stress from there, and then you relieve the stress of the accident. We're making this line go back to where it was.
There you go. Okay, we have it hammered out. That only took 2 hours.
Is it hell? Okay.
Well, 2 hours since we pulled the car into the garage, so that's still taking off all that other stuff, but it was mostly hammering. So this is what it looks like. You're probably going, oh no. But
We got the major crease out, and it was
Yeah.
squished in here pretty good. We kept it above the two-tone, and we got
That's-
most of these creases out through here,
yes.
and up through here too. That was
Yeah.
fortunate.
Yeah.
So,
So now, step 2,
big Bondo time.
big Bondo. What's that thing?
This is a little grinder to grind the paint off and feather edge all those areas.
Okay. There's been a discovery that only an auto body person would know, but my dad thinks that our truck has been painted before, and nothing ever showed up when you do those stupid Carfaxes, and the dealer that we bought it from never said anything, so I don't think it's a big deal. But okay, so why do you think that it's been?
But you can see here, I've ground it and feathered it, so you got this factory gray primer, and then you have the factory white, and if you see then that the factory clear, now this layer here, and you can see it fading out, is a primer. So they probably primed this whole area to the right. And then there's their white and their clear. Now we have to mix the Bondo, and I've always wanted to do a video of the proper way to mix Bondo.
Oh, okay.
Because I've had, bodies men in my shop ages ago. Some guys would stir in a circle with a stir stick, and but you need about 2-3 inches for each big puttyful, so I will need 2 little scooches of it.
What's the blue stuff?
This is the hardener.
Okay.
You get 1 tube for a whole can of Bondo, so you have to figure out how to do it.
Yeah, okay.
But I've cleaned the palette, and I've had this palette forever too. I made this when I was 20.
You made the palette?
Yeah.
Oh.
Piece of aluminum. It lasts.
Yeah, obviously.
And I don't grind it clean. Oh, that's another thing a lot of bodymen do. Okay, so now you see this streak this way.
Yes.
So, and you can just pull it all up and streak it the other way.
Okay.
Pile it in one pile. And then you can do that again the other way. Anyway, this is the way I do it. I like to cross it 90 degrees and so that it is definitely all mixed.
Yeah, looks good.
Before it hardens, although it's only 65 degrees, which is usually your minimum temperature for paint.
Okay.
I don't even think we'll need this much Bondo, but usually I'll get the worst areas first, the low areas, and then
Hardens fast? Pretty fast?
it should take about 5 minutes to get hard enough to work it. There's 4 states of existence of Bondo.
Okay.
This is Jay's theory.
Okay.
There's this liquid state, right? Mm-hmm. Which is where you can mix it and spread it. The next state will be, it goes into kind of a gel state, at which point it's hard to spread and you're done.
Okay.
But that's the time you can't do anything with it, so what you go is, then you go and clean your equipment. Then the third state is kind of a hard gel, and that's when we'll cut it with the SURFORM, or the cheese grater, and we'll knock down the high spots.
Okay.
Yeah, we got this straight enough to where we're only putting 1 application of Bondo on it.
Yeah, I did. I helped with this.
She did. She held the camera the whole time.
And the 4th state is just
It gets good and hard, and
yeah.
that's when you can sand it and manipulate it.
Yeah. Finally put you to work?
Yeah, I can do body work now.
Oh, good job.
Cleaning up those edges for us.
Yes. So what's going on over here?
Well, we are mixing our super build catalyzed primer.
Okay.
It's like the famous 2.1 2K primer.
Okay.
It's 4-to-1 to the hardener, and it's also 4-to-1 to the solvent because it's pretty thick stuff. Supposedly that's all the solvent. I'm going to make it a little thinner though.
When you kept saying primer, I just thought you meant like primer. I don't know, like paint primer, but something easy like you get at the paint store.
No, this isn't the $2 stuff you buy at Home Depot.
Alright guys, it has now been 2 days. 2 days later, my dad's working on putting this piece of plastic that goes on the tailgate that, if you guys have paid attention in any of our videos that have the truck in it, flew off over a year ago. So we have just had the white, you know, metal paint exposed. So we bought this part and my dad's putting it back on. On the other side of the fender, he hammered out this dent that we got from the Kingpin. So that already looks so much better. And we actually think we're just gonna fill in the scratch with paint instead of painting the whole fender, but we'll see. And then my dad took it upon himself when we weren't here earlier this morning to hammer out the dent that we had in the passenger door, and that was there when we bought the truck. One of these dents we didn't do, thank goodness, but it already looks better. But we do think we're gonna paint this because when he was hammering it out, he did end up cracking the paint. So you can really, you know, like my dad was saying, mold the metal back to its original shape, but when you have to start hammering it to get it back into that position is when it really starts to crack the paint, and then you'll need to go on to the next steps of, you know, Bondo and paint and the whole thing. So then, just to give you an update, this is exactly where we left off last time with the primer on it. So we need to go buy the paint that matches the truck, so then he can sand this and get it very smooth, what it's supposed to look like, and then he'll go ahead and just paint this whole fender. Not all the way back, he's gonna blend right here. We are actually running off to have lunch with 2 of our patrons, so we're very, very excited to meet them. So we get to go play and drink beer and have fun while I leave my dad here to finish our truck.
Lucky me.
Lucky you. Okay, so it is the next day and I figured this was a good time for a check-in on the truck and where we're at and what my dad did while we were gone playing around at lunch yesterday. So the first thing, I'm gonna get all these terms wrong, so just correct me if you hear anything wrong. So we buffed the left fender. So that is ready to be painted. He did another coat of primer yesterday.
We blocked it out with 80 grit and then reprimed it.
Sanded it with 80 grit, reprimed it, and so now today...
Blocked it out.
What does that mean, blocked it out?
Means you make it straight with a sanding block, only I used a long block.
Okay, is this a sanding block? Oh yeah, you used the long one.
Yeah,
Whatever. Okay, this is this. What? They get it. They get it.
Okay. There's
Okay.
one for your bloopers. They get it.
No, that's going in the real one. So he sanded it, primed it again, and now it is ready to be painted. To feather the paint in the new paint into the old paint, he buffed it really, really well around where the feather is going to be so that it actually sticks and blends really well. And we went and got the paint this morning from the shop, and this side, which was hammered in by the Kingpin, he got out yesterday, and then we put in, what's this product called?
Well, we use the primer underneath, the catalyzed primer, and then this is a
Okay.
catalyzed spot putty.
Okay, catalyzed primer and catalyzed spot putty. And are we painting this now?
We will just paint this because I know you won't be happy with brush marks.
Now
No
that I had a
brush
little,
marks.
I didn't have a fit.
So we're going to do a real small little blend
Yes.
on the area.
Okay,
just
very
to make,
small blend.
make
So we are going to paint this today as well with the spray thingamabob. And this is the last thing. This was the door that my dad decided to take upon himself and hammer the dent out. So down here we did the same thing. We got some product in there,
So Jason, are those Jeep
sanded it out, and that is ready for paint. Oh, that's almost ready for paint. He needs to primer it. So in case you're wondering how my dad hammered out that dent on the passenger door, he took off the inside panel here and he reached through here and he hammered it out. So that's what our door looks like now.
Time to put it back together.
Yes, so yeah, we can show you. This is for the window and the power lock and stuff.
You think so?
Oh, you think so?
Well, it's always a wonder when you start putting them back together.
Oh, good, good. Alright guys, the truck is done. But now the challenge is getting my dad to leave it alone. Stop it. Stop it.
Guilty.
He's going around with a paintbrush and a little tube of the white paint filling in the chip marks, which is nice. So, I guess while he's futzing with that, I'll show you the final product. Ta-da! So here is the final product of the fender.
You show it from the angle. It's all glossy with no waves or ripples or dents or
Yeah, that's the stuff you look for.
even runs anymore.
No runs, all gloss. Oop, a little blurry. So then moving on to the other side, don't mind all the garbage. This was the kingpin dent, which is now once again gone, painted, beautiful. And then the dent door that my dad insisted on fixing is also gone. Look at that. I don't think I got a before shot of that because I just didn't care too much. But yes, so he's going through putting in paint in tiny little nicks that are probably gonna come back.
No, these won't because they're nasty. This will keep you from rusting. How's that?
It'll keep us from rusting, he says. Okay, well then I'm just gonna put this here on the hood so we can close out the video. Okay, so we are done with the car. Thank you so much, Dad, for doing this. We really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People won't be able to tell it's our truck anymore in the campground.
That's true. People have walked up to us saying, oh, I think that's Getaway Couple, and then they see the dents in the truck and they're like, yeah, that's definitely Getaway Couple. If you have any questions about this process, because I know my secondhand explaining while my dad was working probably wasn't very clear, just leave those in the comments below and you can answer them. You have a YouTube account that you can write back on.
Okay.
Or I
won't
get on.
answer negative comments.
He won't answer negative comments. You hear that? Or I could just give you a call and we could chat and you could answer all the questions and I'll reply back. Either way, let us know if you have any questions down below of this process, and I think that's it, right? Oop, the street light just went on, so it's definitely time to go. So don't forget to like this video and subscribe to join our getaway gang. We'll see you next time. Bye, guys.
You didn't cue me into that. I could have said bye, guys,
we can do
too.
it. Okay, ready? After I say see you next time, wait like a second and then say bye, guys.
Okay.
And subscribe to join our getaway gang. We'll see you next time.
Bye,
Bye, guys.
Good job. Okay.
You can call me Jay. How's that? And then you can say, you can call me Ray. Because that used to be, your older guys will appreciate that.
Why?
Because there was an ad like that. You can call me Jay. Well, you can call me Ray. And it was like some food advertisement. Which is why I named you Ray, of course.
Oh, after the food advertisement. Got it. All right, ready? Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. So I wanted to sneak under the truck really quick before we take out the gas. What are we taking out? The gas? Why can't I remember anything? Ow. Okay, so what are you doing? Oh, my fly's down.
How embarrassing.
How embarrassing.
Tea break. Yeah. It's tea break time.
Yeah, sure. Drink your tea. Only my dog understands.
Life sure doesn't sometimes.
Oh my God.
And if you don't like it, Ray, what you can do is polish it flat. Because you're going to get some of that requires 32.
Okay. We're getting a polisher now?
That thing? Yeah, absolutely.
All right, I'm gonna close out the video, Dad.
She needs your attention for that.
All right. What do you want me to say? Goodbye.
Figuring out something to do.
Bonding.
Bonding.
You want to do some
We're walking out of
photos?
frame. Gotta get it.
I didn't know you were recording.
Yeah.
You said goodbye in the last one.
I did not. I said I'm closing out the video. I need your attention.
Well, now I know where you get all the bloopers from. Did you get it?
It's your jacket though.
We got to get that out fast.
Oops.